You ever look at the internet today? The noise, the chaos, the 10,000 hours of people screaming into cameras, unboxing microwaves, explaining conspiracy theories about cats, and just think, how the hell did we get here? Because before Mr. Beast buried himself alive and Logan Paul filmed, before the algorithm decided you really need to see another 12-hour Skyrim iceberg video, there was YouTube. But back in the day in 2005, YouTube wasn't the giant screaming void we know. No. It was three guys: Chad Hurley, Steve Chan, and Jawed Kareem. I don't know if I pronounced the last guy's name right, I apologize. Three ex-PayPal dudes sitting around like, yo, what if uploading videos wasn't actual hell? Because back then, putting a video online was like trying to fax a dinosaur through a toaster. You had to deal with real player, QuickTime, embedded nightmares that broke your computer. It was bad. So these guys, these absolute digital cavemen, they decided to build a website. A place where you can just upload videos, click a button, and share them. They called it YouTube.com. The domain was registered February 14th in 2005, so on Valentine's Day. That's kind of crazy. Now, was it a tech miracle? No. It was far from it. It was essentially just duct tape, caffeine, and probably a lot of unpaid overtime. The first ever video, it was called Me at the Zoo. It was uploaded in April 23rd in 2005. Jawed Kareem standing in front of some elephants like he's about to announce the dawn of a new civilization. And that was it. That was the birth of YouTube. Not a speech, not an ad, not a revolution. Just a guy and some elephants. And it worked because people saw that and went, wait, I can upload my nonsense? And within months, the internet was just flooded with homemade videos. Cats falling off tables, kids getting hit with balls. Yeah! Teenagers lip syncing to Linkin Park in their bedrooms. The whole world's collective brain essentially just uploaded itself. By May 2005, YouTube had gone public, and by September 2005, YouTube had its first viral video, Lazy Sunday, an SNL digital short starring Andy Samberg and Chris Parnell. You know, the one about cupcakes and the Chronicles of Narnia. It gets uploaded, spreads like wildfire, and suddenly everyone's like, oh, this website might actually be something. YouTube grows fast, maybe even too fast. By November 2005, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Sequoia Capital throws them $3.5 million in funding like it's pocket change. That's when it stops being a side project and starts being a tech monster. They open up a proper office above a pizzeria in San Mateo, California. That's right, the world's future entertainment empire was literally just sitting above a pizza shop. And here's the thing, YouTube wasn't built for TV shows or ads or corporation. It was built for you. That's literally in the name. It's you too. You film something stupid, you upload it, and boom. You're part of the internet's bloodstream now. By the time 2006 hit, YouTube was a household name. Over 65,000 new videos daily, 100 million views daily, over 65,000 new videos a day, 100 million views a day, and they're only like 14 months old. You can't even get a toddler to walk at that age. But YouTube was already running laps around the entire internet. And that's when the big dogs noticed. Google, sitting there in billion-dollar spaceship, looks down and goes, that seems profitable. So it's November 2006. The internet's wild, MySpace is king, Facebook is a Harvard thing, Twitter's barely breathing, and Google buys YouTube for $1.65 billion in stock. At the time, everyone thought Google had lost its mind. Why buy a website full of cat videos, they said. Meanwhile, Google was playing 4D chess. They integrated YouTube with Google accounts, started building infrastructure so the site just didn't collapse, everyone uploaded a potato quality video, and they started cracking down on copyright because Jesus Christ, early YouTube was a copyright nuke. People would upload full TV shows, movies, music videos, commercials, you name it, it was here. By 2007, Viacom's like, alright, yeah, we're suing your ass. And it was for $1 billion. They claimed YouTube was essentially just a piracy ring. And Google said, nah, bro, we're just a platform. That case would drag on for years. But YouTube didn't slow down. In 2007, they launched the YouTube Partner Program, letting creators make money off ads. Suddenly, filming yourself eating a shoe could possibly pay your rent. The era of the YouTuber had begun. You got Smosh, Fred. I'm not saying Higa's the first part of Higa's name because I'm not getting caught up like that. Fuck you. Shane Dawson, who I think fucked a cat. Ray William Johnson. Some absolute titans in the early internet space. People were quitting jobs, dropping out of school, and started chasing the dream. Become famous online for doing absolutely dumb shit. And YouTube leaned into it. By 2008, they had HD video, a homepage algorithm, and actual analytics. And by 2009, YouTube went fully global. 22 languages, localization for dozens of countries. It wasn't just an American website anymore. It was a planet-wide time sync. And by 2010, The numbers were absolutely stupid. Over 2 billion daily views, 24 hours of content uploaded every minute, and Google starts monetizing everything. Pre-roll ads, side ads, banners, you name it. Money started flowing in, but along with that money came chaos. The partner program basically had no rules. You could literally monetize a video of a toaster if it got clicks. So of course people started gaming the system. Clickbait thumbnails, fake titles, reaction faces with red arrows. The algorithm became a beast that nobody could tame. Still, YouTube was pretty unstoppable. So it's the early 2010s. You're sitting in front of your boxy monitor, you got dubstep blaring in the background, Mountain Dew is coursing through your veins, and YouTube is becoming like the cultural engine of the internet. By this point, YouTube wasn't just a website. It was the main stage for online life. You name it, it's here. We're talking cat videos, pranks, makeup tutorials, speedruns, let's plays, every micro niche of humanity you could even think of has planted its flag. And then comes the rise of the viral video. We're talking things like Charlie Bit My Finger, Double Rainbow, David After the Dentist, Keyboard Cat, the internet's Mount Rushmore of stupid brilliance. Each video gets millions, even tens of millions of views. Suddenly your weird home movie could make you an internet celebrity. By 2011, YouTube had introduced live streaming and launched apps for every device under the sun. Phones, smart TVs, game consoles, probably your smart fridge. They redesigned the homepage to push recommended videos. And just like that, the algorithm became king. Remember when YouTube was a simple list of just random videos? Yeah. That's gone. That no more. Hey, you watched one Minecraft video. How about 7,000 more? And it worked. Obviously, we're here, aren't we? Because by 2012, YouTube was pulling 4 billion views every single day. That's literally half the world watching something. And they marked that year with something horrifyingly legendary. Gangnam Style. Psy uploaded his video in July of 2012, and within months, it just breaks YouTube. It becomes the first video to ever hit 1 billion views. They literally had to rewrite YouTube's code because the view counter had maxed out. In that same year, Google tried to flex some control, forcing everyone to use Google Plus for comments and accounts. It's the worst thing ever. People riot. The comment section, which was already a radioactive wasteland, somehow got worse. But YouTube stuck with it for a while. They were convinced that social media fusion was the future. And spoiler alert, obviously it wasn't. I don't think we even use Google Plus. I don't even know if Google Plus is a thing anymore, but I know for a fact I don't use it on my fucking YouTube account. By 2013, YouTube is producing its own rewind videos every year. Sort of like a look how far we've come sort of thing. Montages full of memes, creators, and trends from the year. At first, people loved it, but by the end of the decade, it'd become one of the most despised things on the platform. But we'll get there. Also in 2013, YouTube hit the mainstream hard. PewDiePie became the most subscribed YouTube channel with over 15 million subs. Let's Play videos exploded in popularity. Kids were screaming into microphones. Adults were quitting their full-time jobs, and advertisers were starting to finally realize that this wasn't a joke anymore. It's an industry. And then 2014 rolls around. YouTube launches Music Key, which was kind of just a weird prototype for what would eventually be YouTube Music and Premium. They started experimenting with subscription models. They also pushed 4K videos because why not destroy everyone's Wi-Fi? And by 2015, YouTube turned 10 years old, and now it's officially the world's second most viewed website, right behind Google itself. That's right, Google is top 1 and 2, baby. I don't know why I said baby like I'm a fan of Google. I mean, I could care less about Google. They're basically just monopolizing the internet's attention. And just when you thought that it really couldn't get any bigger, YouTube opens the gates for a whole new era. So remember how YouTube was once this chaotic Wild West of creativity? Yeah, well, by 2015, big brands were starting to throw massive budgets at YouTube. TV networks, movie studios, musicians, everyone wants a piece. And suddenly YouTube isn't just for random people with webcams. It's full of polished content, celebrities, and of course, ads. So many goddamn ads. Mid-rolls, pre-rolls, double ads, skippable ads, ads in the banners, ads in the title cards, ads everywhere. You couldn't even sneeze before being told about Squarespace, even though back then I don't really think Squarespace was a lot popular, but holy shit, they sponsor everybody nowadays. To counteract this, YouTube launched YouTube Red in late 2015, which was essentially just YouTube Premium before it was YouTube Premium. It was a $9.99 monthly subscription that removed ads and gave you exclusive content like TV shows type things. They tried to pitch it sort of as Netflix, but for YouTube. Original shows, premium access, Red originals like Scare PewDiePie, but at the time, YouTube's trying to look more grown up. Like, hey, we're not just memes and cat videos anymore. We're like a real platform. And so 2016 rolls around. YouTube tweaks its algorithm again, which I wouldn't be, honestly, I think they tweak the shit constantly. I don't think it's I think it's always changing, to be honest with you. They start promoting family-friendly content creators because that year, a few journalists discovered some weird stuff. There were ads for major brands showing up on extremist videos, offensive content, and weird conspiracy rabbit holes, which personally, I don't see the problem with the conspiracy stuff, but I'm also fucking, like, chronically online, and I enjoy conspiracy theories, so maybe that's a little bit biased. And the advertisers all freaked out. This triggers the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse was essentially just an event in 2017 that nuked the creator economy. Hundreds of channels lost ad revenue overnight. The rules changed. The algorithm changed. Everything changed. Now you have this yellow dollar sign of doom. Creators started censoring themselves mid-video. People started replacing swear words with heckin' and frick just so that they could stay monetized. Meanwhile, YouTube kept expanding. YouTube Gaming launched in 2015 to really compete with Twitch. YouTube Kids arrived to protect younger viewers and, of course, advertisers. They introduced super chats, premieres, stories, community tabs, and a bunch of features that made every creator go, wait, what's this new thing again? But the chaos never really stopped. In 2016, YouTube Rewind becomes a tradition, an annual highlight reel of trends and content creators from the year. The 2016 one, fun. The 2017 one, decent. The 2018 one, absolute fucking disaster. YouTube Rewind 2018, titled Everyone Controls Rewind, became the most disliked video in YouTube history. The irony was that it was supposed to be a celebration. Instead, it became a symbol of how out of touch YouTube had really became with its own community. Meanwhile, PewDiePie kept climbing. He became the face of YouTube. Love him or hate him, he's really the symbol of that creator generation. And then T-Series enters the chat. 2018 to 2019 was the Great Subscriber War. A Swedish gamer versus an Indian music corporation. Memes flooded the internet. Subscribe to PewDiePie became a global rallying cry. People bought billboards, hacked printers, chanted on live TV. It's one of the weirdest cultural wars in history. And eventually T-Series would overtake PewDiePie, and YouTube would have to crown them as the most subscribed YouTube channel. And by 2019, YouTube has over 2 billion logged in monthly users, over 500 hours of videos uploaded at every minute, and a level of cultural dominance no one ever could have predicted. But the soul of the platform, the messy, goofy, creative chaos, was starting to fade under the weight of algorithms, corporations, and brand safety. Still, the story obviously wasn't over. So it's 2020. The world just shuts down everything. Work, schools, concerts, restaurants, they're all gone. But YouTube, oh baby, YouTube thrived. Suddenly, everybody was stuck inside with absolutely nothing to do, except watch videos. Traffic on the site absolutely skyrocketed. Teachers started uploading lectures, musicians started hosting live stream concerts from their homes, and people were teaching you how to make banana bread like it was a survival skill. Creators were cranking out videos faster than toilet paper selling out of Walmarts at the time, and because the world had gone fully digital, YouTube had basically become the new TV. But this was also whenever YouTube realized, wait a minute, there's competition now. And TikTok bursted onto the scene, chomping through attention spans like a sugar-crazed toddler. And YouTube being YouTube, they didn't really innovate. They just kind of copied. Enter YouTube Shorts. It was launched in 2020 as YouTube's response to TikTok. Vertical videos starting out at only 60 seconds, but I think now can go up to 3 minutes on Shorts. Looping endlessly, algorithmically engineered to just rot your brain in the most entertaining way possible most of the time. Sometimes it's just pure brain rot though. At first, everyone was pretty skeptical. Who's gonna watch vertical videos on YouTube? And the algorithm said, you are. And we all just kind of did. Honestly, don't remember, like I don't even really use TikTok because I just use YouTube Shorts. But that's because I'm an old man though, you know? Meanwhile, 2020 wasn't all about rainbows and ad revenue. The adpocalypse hangover continued. Advertisers got nervous again, this time about misinformation, COVID conspiracies, and political chaos. YouTube tightened their rules harder than ever before. Creators started losing monetization for just saying pandemic. And by 2021, they also made a huge controversial move. They removed public dislike counts. That's right, the little thumbs down button that I'm sure at least one of you have hit on this fucking video. Fuck you. But yeah, they just removed it from view. They just said it's not allowed anymore, which is kind of wild. But obviously, you can still dislike them. Just only the creator can see how many people actually disliked it. The internet collectively screamed. Critics said it was to protect brands and politicians from just embarrassment. YouTube said it was to reduce harassment. Either way, it made every tutorial video instantly more suspicious because you couldn't see if it was disliked or not. Okay? But amidst that chaos, YouTube just kept evolving. 2021 also marked a major milestone. YouTube Shorts gets over 5 million lifetime views, and creators start realizing, oh, we can actually make money again doing this. By 2022, YouTube introduced monetization for Shorts, expanding its partner program to include the short form content, and that was absolutely massive. TikTok had views, but YouTube had the money. The revenue sharing model lured creators in like a siren. Also in 2022, YouTube started rolling out handles, the little @ usernames that you see now. Also, I think just recently they started making it to where if you comment, like do live comments and live streams, they use your @ instead of like your display name. I don't know if that's new though, I just started noticing it. It was their attempt to unify the ecosystem across shorts, comments, and channels. It also finally lets creators stake their brand identity like it's a social media frontier. But while creators were thriving, YouTube as a company was quietly becoming a powerhouse of moderation, commerce, and control. It wasn't just about cat videos anymore, it was a global broadcasting network essentially. One that could make or break any public opinion of you with the flick of an algorithm. By the end of 2022, YouTube reported over 2.6 billion monthly active users and over 1 billion hours of watch time. Every single day, by the way. It's not like in like a month or like a year. That's a lot of watch time. Honestly, this shit might as well be its own planet at this point because it has the population. It has the population. If everybody who's on YouTube just wanted to make their own content, I think we could. I'm saying. Just saying. And as the world started reopening, YouTube wasn't done transforming. The next era was the hybrid age of creators, corporation, and just pure chaos, obviously. Alright, so picture this. It's 2023. YouTube was officially 2 decades old. It survived MySpace, Vine, TikTok, and Facebook's metaverse.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
And also, basically every other failed attempt at actually replacing it. It's kind of like just a cockroach of the internet. And I do mean that in the most respectful way possible, but like you literally just can't kill this shit. At this point, I think YouTube's too like set in stone to be killed. Like some crazy shit would happen. At this point, creators were the culture. They're like new celebrities. Mr. Beast, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, fucking fuck Logan Paul, but Logan Paul, that motherfucker's in WWE now, which is crazy. The entire entertainment industry essentially just pivoted around YouTube's gravitational pull, and YouTube's response was to just lean into it. The platform started pushing community and creator tools way harder than ever. New analytic dashboards, new monetization pathways, expanded shorts funding, podcast integration, and multi-language audio dubbing. Right now, you can literally have a video uploaded in English, and YouTube will automatically sub it to Spanish, Hindi, or even Japanese. I've never watched anything with it, but I don't know how good it works. In 2023, YouTube feels less like a website and more like a global broadcasting machine. As well, in 2023, YouTube doubled down on AI tools. They roll out Dream Screen for shorts, letting creators generate AI backgrounds. They also launched a music recommendation AI that would help you pick songs like automatically for you. And it was cool until the AI starts recommending the same lo-fi beat to everyone and we all just collectively lose our minds. And then YouTube versus TikTok officially becomes a rivalry. Shorts viewership explodes past 50 billion like daily views in 2023 or by 2023, whichever fuck. Creators who started on TikTok began to migrate to YouTube for stability, money, and longer form storytelling. And the best part, YouTube actually listened to the creators and the feedback again. They start actively partnering with creators, hosting events, and reintroducing community transparency. By 2021, YouTube had introduced major revenue upgrades, including ad revenue sharing on shorts and remix content. Now, even your little 12-second meme edit can make you money. But it wasn't all sunshine and viral hits. Corporate content continued to rise. Late night shows, sports leagues, news networks, they all dominated the trending tabs. Creators started to complain that YouTube had lost its soul again. The same loop repeating like every 5 years. Still, creators adapt. They always do and probably always will. Smaller channels started finding success through like hyper niche communities, algorithm friendly retention, and hybrid content, shorts feeding into long videos, feeding into streams, feeding into merch. It was sort of just an ecosystem now. And then 2025 came. The year YouTube turns 20. 2 decades of memes, chaos, and evolution. From me at the zoo to a multi-million-dollar streaming empire. From buffering at 240p to 8K live streams on smart fridges. From viral cat videos to full-blown Hollywood rivalries. YouTube marks this milestone by fully leaning into its hybrid identity, an entertainment platform and a creator economy. They emphasize that YouTube is no longer just a website, but a living ecosystem for creativity and knowledge. And honestly, they're not really wrong, because here's the thing. No matter how many adpocalypses may hit, no matter how many times the algorithm may change and just screw us, no matter how many times they may delete the dislike button, which again, I still don't like, what really is the reason behind that? We'll keep coming back. Because, for one, this is where all of our favorite people are to watch, at least me personally. But also, because YouTube isn't just a site anymore. It's literally just the internet's collective memory. Everything that's basically ever happened on the internet is here. It lives here. It's where our nostalgia lives, where culture forms, and where chaos reigns eternally. So 20 years later, YouTube's still standing, still streaming, and still serving ads before your favorite song. And so yeah, that's the history of YouTube. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the deal. If I missed anything as well, comment that down below. Let me know if I got anything wrong or anything like that. But there's a video here somewhere, and a subscribe here somewhere, or it might be reversed. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace.